I'm just live commentating this, but in this commentary, I'm going to be talking about some beginner tips. Like I'll be talking about the prestige shop, some creative classes that you can use, and stuff like that. So to start off, we'll go to the prestige shop. So to get here, you just hit Xbox Live, Barracks, prestige shop. But as you can see, I've got a positive KD so far, so that's awesome. But prestige shop, and as you can see, I have 0 tokens left. But what I spent them on was I spent them on two extra creative classes and one double XP. Now I would recommend that you use it on at least if you have two prestige tokens available, use it on custom class and double XP because with a custom class that lasts for forever, and the double XP that'll get you leveling up quickly. As you can see, the second day that's been out, I did have the game early, but the second day that it's out with my double XP and everything, I'm level 43, so that's awesome. You can get the emblem and stuff if you the extra title and emblem if you do want that. If you have like all four, because you get prestige tokens early. Like as you can see, I haven't prestige, but I did have 3 prestige tokens that I spent on creative classes and double XP. Um, you get them from prestiging in other Call of Duty games like COD 4 through Black Ops. And it doesn't count if you've like prestige 10 times in Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't count 10 times. It only gives you one. It's only if you've prestiged at all in that game. So I had 3 from World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops. And I spent them on 2 creative classes and 1 double XP. But for my creative classes, I will be only showing you 5, because most of you will probably only have 5 or 6 creative classes, but I do have 7. So, here we go, right into creative classes. One of the first guns I would recommend, or the perks, I'll start off with the perks you should use. To start off, you should use Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and Stalker, because Sleight of Hand just helps you that much, gives you a quick reload and quick weapon switch when you get pro. Quick Draw gives you quicker aiming, so if you use Sleight of Hand and Quick Draw, it's exactly like you have Sleight of Hand Pro in any other Call of Duty game. So, that's awesome. And then Stalker Pro, I believe that, yeah, Stalker Pro lets you move faster while aiming, so that's awesome. You can, if you think someone's about to come around the corner, you can aim down sights and still move at the same speed. So, that's awesome. You should use that, and it's pretty easy to get pro. All you have to do is get kills while aiming, and you have to do the same thing for Sleight of Hand pro. You just have to get kills while aiming. So, I mean, how easy is that? Use those 2 perks together, and you'll get pro quite easily. And then Quick Draw Pro, to get it pro, you have to, not exactly sure. You have to, like, get kills quickly after aiming. So there's the first class you should use. I'm pretty much going to tell you to use the FMG9 with any attachment. It doesn't really matter, but because it's the first machine pistol, and it's pretty awesome. But the first class, M4 Red Dot with proficiency kick. The M4 is really good in this game. It's always pretty much been good. I've always really liked it in all the Call of Duty games. And you start off, as soon as you create a class, you've got it right there. And another thing, I would recommend that you always, if you're just starting, use the strike package support. Don't try to use assault and try to rack up like an Osprey gunner. I have not used assault. I've barely used it because I accidentally put it on. Use support, and look, you can rack up an EMP, a Juggernaut, or an Escort airdrop that easily because your kill streak doesn't reset when you die. So I mean, I normally get an EMP in a game, and that's games that I've not even went positive in. You could use specialist, but I would always stick with support, just because it's that much better. Now, your second class, I would say you should use the same everything except different streaks and different tactical grenade. The lethal and tactical grenades don't really matter, but this is the MP5. You get it right off the bat also, and I might say it's pretty much as good as the UMP. The UMP does have 2 extra bullets, but the MP5 is just that awesome. And I'm using it with a red dot. The reticle doesn't matter. Like this one, it's personal preference. Like this one, I've got it chevron. On this one, I've got it a holographic sight looking thing. And I am using the proficiency kick, but that's pretty much because that's the only one I have. I would probably say for a submachine gun, use range, because the submachine gun's range does drop off pretty quickly for any of them. Now, the next class you should use, you unlock the SCAR pretty much right off the bat, and I'm using it with an ACOG scope here, but it doesn't really matter what you use. Again, you should use Sleight of Hand rather than pretty much any other perk. If you want to use Recon, you can, but Sleight of Hand I would say is better. But once you get Scavenger, that's what I'm going to be using on most of my classes because it gives you extra ammo, and then you don't have to rely on your secondary. While the FMG9 is good, but the it's nice to have your primary in the range of it too. So again, you can use any attachment. I'd probably rather have a suppressor on this class rather than the ACOG because the iron sights on the Scar have always been good in Modern Warfare 2 and in this game. They're pretty much the same, and it's just awesome. So there's that class, and I'll give you two more. The UMP, you should use this gun. It has a faster rate of fire than it had in Modern Warfare 2, and it's still pretty much as accurate. And again, on this class I'm using extreme conditioning, which you do unlock later, but I would use sleight of hand until I get extreme conditioning because I am going to be rushing with this class. But I'm using it with a suppressor, and I'm using FMG9's akimbo. I don't think I've tried those yet, but I would probably stick with the suppressor on the FMG. And again, using the support strike package, of course. I don't know when I'm using the support strike package, I pretty much tend to always run one of these 18 streaks because they're really easy to get when your streak doesn't get reset. Now, I have glitched a little bit, where my support kill streak will reset. Like I'll get a UAV and then it'll reset or something. But if you haven't seen my Juggernaut video, it's awesome. The Juggernaut is awesome. The EMP is awesome, of course, because it completely disables enemy electronics for a little while. The escort airdrop's like an emergency airdrop from Modern Warfare 2, except it calls in like a big Osprey, and it kind of defends them. But I don't even know if it actually does defend the care packages. And then my last class, the CM901. This might be my favorite gun in the game so far. Now, as you can see, you do unlock it right after the Scar, and it's really good. It has a high damage. It's a 2 or 3 hit kill, and it's just awesome. I'm using it with a suppressor, but you could use it with a red dot, and that works really good too. I'm using the secondary MP9, but if you're an earlier level, you can use the FMG9. The MP9 is a bit more accurate though. So whenever you get it, I would pretty much use it instead of the FMG9, unless you really like it. And in this class, if I was an earlier level, and I didn't have Scavenger, I'd be using Sleight of Hand, and then of course Quick Draw and Stalker. And as you can see, I've pretty much not even touched any of the other second perks. I always use Quick Draw because faster aiming just gives you that much of a jump on the enemy, an advantage over the enemy, to where you can win more gunfights. And then Sleight of Hand Pro, you can switch weapons faster, so whenever you run out of ammo using Sleight of Hand, you can whip out your secondary real quick and you're still in the battle. And it's just that much good. And then Stalker, like I said, if someone's about to come around the corner, you can aim down sights and keep moving at the same speed. So that might be for your starting matches. I would pretty much play either Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed. Because in Team Deathmatch you can rack up your kill streaks. Well, in Domination you can rack up your kill streaks better because there's no time limit. But then in Kill Confirmed, you have to pick up enemy dog tags, and that gives you points. So that's always good. You want to get ranking up quickly. And with your double XP, you want to be getting as much. If you did get double XP from your prestige shop, then you definitely want to be getting in on as much XP as you can. So in this game mode, if you were going to be playing Kill Confirmed, I would recommend you use a class. Use a class either like maybe if you had the PP901, 90M1, then use it because it has a ton of ammo. But I would say if you're just starting, use either the UMP45 or the MP5 because and use if you do have extreme conditioning. But if you don't, then don't worry about it. But because both of these guns are submachine guns, you can just rush around, flank the enemy, sneak it behind them, do whatever you need to do. Then you can kill them, grab their dog tags, and you'll get that much XP just for a kill. And rather than I think you'll get 100 points for the kill, either 100 or 50. I'm not exactly sure, and then you'll get 25 or 50 for picking up the dog tags. Now I have not played Kill Confirmed yet, but I have seen gameplay of it, and it looks really fun. But I know you get XP for getting the dog tags, and you also get XP for denying kills. So I mean, if you just run around, kill enemies, grab their dog tags, and whenever one of your teammates dies that's near you, grab their dog tags and it'll deny the kill. So once you get to a higher level, I would play Domination most of the time because you get points for capturing the flags, and you get points for kills, of course, and everything else. And Team Defender, I'll just go over this new playlist real quick. It's a bit like Capture the Flag in the fact that you have a flag, but that's pretty much it. So the first player to die in the match, the first player to be killed in the match, drops the flag. Then whoever grabs it, you kill people with whenever your team kills people, you get points for it. It's kind of like Kill Confirmed, where you have to pick up the dog tags to get the points. Your team has to have the flag to get the points. So, plus whenever your team has the flag, you get double XP. You get like 200 for each kill. So once you get to a high enough level, I think you unlock this at like level 10. So once you get to level 10, I would be playing this and holding on to that flag and getting kills, because you'll get 200 per kill, and you even get points for picking up the flag. So that's just that much more XP for you. So that's about it for my tips for beginners. Just like I said, the CM901 might be my favorite gun. It has very little recoil, really good range, a decent fire rate. It's not that good for close range, so you definitely want to be taking a machine pistol with you, be it any of these. But so you can run around in close ranges with it, because they have a much higher rate of fire. Any of them do than the CM901. But for longer ranges, medium to long ranges, this thing owns. So I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching my beginner tips for Modern Warfare 3. Now, go and own yourself some.